Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Regarding the current war in Palestine, we also strongly advocate regional ownership. Our closer cooperation will be essential for the establishment of peace and security in the region, starting with a just solution for our Palestinian brothers and sisters. Dear brothers, Israel has been committing barbaric crimes in Gaza. Some countries still keep silent. This needs to stop. While carnage is going on in Gaza, we also pay attention to the situation in Al-Quds, Al-Aqsa, and West Bank. Inhuman conditions and treatments of the Palestinian prisoners cannot be disregarded. I urge all of us to use all our leverage to put pressure on Israel and his allies. Let us close our ranks to defend international law, human rights, and universal values that some of our Western friends have forgotten. We appreciate the efforts of our Qatari brothers to achieve permanent ceasefire. We also welcome the crucial role of Egypt on the entry of humanitarian assistance. As OICAL contact group, we managed to increase the number of countries that recognize Palestine and support the two-state solution. We have to bolster our just calls for a ceasefire with strong concrete steps that will increase the pressure on Israel. As Turkey, we announce our decision to intervene in the case filed by South Africa against Israel at the International Court of Justice. We suspended all trade with Israel. We have diversified the international platforms that give support to Palestine and become the voice of countries from different regions. We are ready to contribute to reconstruction of Gaza. However, the one who destroyed Gaza and those who allowed to be destroyed should also compensate the damages. The resistance against the occupation in Palestine is no longer a conflict between Israel and Palestine, but has become a struggle between the oppressors and the oppressed all over the world. The recognition of the State of Palestine by more countries and its full membership in the United Nations is a requirement of international law, justice, and conscience. Dear colleagues, while we have all devoted our attention and energy to stop the bloodshed in Gaza, the conflicts in different areas such as Ukraine, Sudan, Somalia, and Yemen also continue unabated. The developments in the Red Sea unfortunately justify our warnings that the conflicts may spread if Israel's massacres in Gaza are not stopped. Syria is another risky theater prone to escalation. A holistic approach is essential to reach a sustainable solution. In Syria, the international community should be especially vigilant towards efforts aimed at advancing terrorist and separatist agendas under the different guises such as fighting Daesh or staging fake elections. It is now time for all stakeholders to put forward their common stance on Syria and act broader coordination. Our common neighbor Iraq, which is a gateway between Turkey and the Gulf region, is slowly overcoming the problems caused by long-standing conflicts and instabilities. Iraq is a good case that demonstrates how regional cooperation can deliver exponential results. The Development Road Project is a good example of such positive agenda. We welcome you all to participate in this strategic project. Developments regarding Iran are also important for the stability of our region. The competition between China and the US, as well as the Russia-Ukraine war, are creating additional geostrategic burden on our region. Dear colleagues, as the countries of the region, it is important that we are in a stronger alliance to achieve a higher level of integration in many areas, such as the economy, trade, security, and scientific work, and to move forward together. GCC is enjoying a journey in creating a regional cooperation mechanism. It is time to create bigger and more effective mechanisms that can cooperate with other regional organizations. Turkey offers diverse investment opportunities in various sectors. We may focus on forming joint ventures and industrial bases in Turkey. Given the level of our economic maturity, we may easily go one step further for better economic integration and develop our regional alliance. The Gulf Cooperation Council's development of relations with other regional organizations will make significant contributions to peace, stability, and prosperity, and strengthen trade and connectivity in our region and beyond. We welcome the high-level contacts between the GCC and the Organization of Turkic States. We support the further strengthening of these contacts within an institutional framework. I would like to emphasize that we are ready to revitalize the cooperation and coordination mechanisms between Turkey and the Arab League in the coming period that we expect your support in this regard. I would like to take this opportunity to underline that the GCC was the first international organization to recognize FETÖ as a terrorist organization after the treacherous 2016 coup attempt. Honorable Foreign Ministers of the Member States of the Gulf Cooperation Council, distinguished Secretary General, dear brothers and sisters, I am delighted to come together with you in Doha on the occasion of the 6th ministerial meeting of Turkey Gulf Cooperation Council High-Level Strategic Dialogue. I extend my sincere gratitude to my dear brother, Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs of the State of Qatar, Sheikh Mohammed, for his gracious hospitality. I also would like to express my thanks to the Secretary General of the Gulf Cooperation Council, Mr. Al-Budawi, and his team for their efforts in organizing this meeting, as well as to the Qatari authorities for their term presidency. I trust that this meeting will yield concrete results. Dear colleagues, as Turkey, we attach special importance to our relations with the Gulf countries. As a result of our joint efforts, the point we have reached in our relations today is most welcome. Our relations continue to strengthen in all areas. In 2023, the total trade volume between Turkey and the GCC countries increased by approximately 40% comparing to the previous year, reaching $30 billion. There has been a 16-fold increase in our trade volume in the past 20 years. Turkey is one of the top tourism destinations for the Gulf countries. Last year, more than 1.5 million Gulf citizens visited our country. Fruitful collaborations have been achieved in many fields, from finance to technology, defense industry to health, and education to culture. There is a greater potential for cooperation in all these areas. While strengthening our bilateral relations, we also place importance on enhancing our institutional cooperation with the Gulf Cooperation Council. The participation of our President Recep Tayyip Erdogan in the 44th GCC Summit in Doha last December marked a significant milestone in our relations. A few weeks after the GCC Summit, our President issued a decree granting visa exemption to the citizens of Bahrain, the United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, Oman. Thus, citizens of all GCC countries have been exempted from visa when traveling to Turkey. Last March, we decided to restart the Turkey-GCC Free Trade Agreement negotiations. Today, after a long break, we are holding the 6th ministerial meeting. I ask Allah Almighty to bless the decisions we will take today, especially the extension of the Turkey-GCC Joint Action Plan. Dear colleagues, global governance mechanisms have failed to address current challenges in a timely fashion. Regional cooperation has become even more vital. We always underline the necessity of developing regional solutions to regional problems.